Hello, welcome to week 6 of Human Development and Educational Psychology. I hope you had a chance to complete your quiz on teacher attributions for last week. So if you haven't, be sure that you go ahead and get it completed. And I will get those scored, and I will provide individual feedback. Again, I don't know exactly where that shows up for you. But if you're unable to see it once I export all the grades into the grade book, then please just send me an email and I'm happy to share with you your individual feedback. Or feel free to come during office hours or set up a time to do a Zoom session and we can talk through it. So this week we will be continuing Chapter 5, continuing to learn about motivation and engagement, which is a really important part of the course, learning how to understand learners and how to keep them engaged and paying attention in the classroom. So this week you have 2 more videos that you'll be watching that should be available to you by the time you're watching this video or shortly after. So be sure that you go back and watch those on achievement goal theory and expectancy value theory. The textbook does mention a little bit about them, so be sure that you read in the book on those 2, but also that you watch the videos because you will be tested over that information. And you'll need it for your assignment this week. So there's no additional videos or anything to watch, but be sure you've watched, in addition to the, as far as the course lectures, but just be sure that you've watched those from last week over Chapter 5 if you haven't already. And so your assignment this week is a motivation and engagement project, and I've used this for several semesters. But basically what I want you to do is to create a brochure, something that you would be able to hand out to parents or to students, that just has like some tips and suggestions about how to become more motivated or engaged. So if you are not an education major and you're planning to study something else, then you don't have to focus it on a specific classroom. It can be focused on something completely different, whatever you plan to go into. But I want this to be the type of project that you might actually use in the future, and so different from like a paper or a quiz or something. This is a type of assessment that can show me that you can apply the theories that you've learned these last couple of weeks and create something with them. And that's why it's worth quite a few percentage points in the class. So this is an explanation of the project. You're going to make a brochure, and a brochure is the type of thing that is tri-folded. So as an example, if this is your paper, a brochure would actually fold into thirds like this. So, and actually it would go like this, but this would be the front, and then this would be the inside flap. This is the other inside flap, and then it would open up. And so there's also going to be information on the back as well. So you're not going to be printing them out and handing them in, of course, since this is an online class. But I want you to make it so that if I were to print it, it would print out like a regular brochure. So you can do it in Word, you can do it in as a Google Doc, you can do it in Publisher if you have Microsoft Publisher or able to get to campus to use the version here. It doesn't matter what you use, but just make sure that it is a PDF, because the formatting might be messed up or something, or it may be difficult for me to read. So just make sure that you submit the final one in a PDF and that it comes out looking like a brochure. So I want you to select some kind of a theme. It can be like my 3rd grade math class, or motivating, or how to help parents motivate their child in athletics. Whatever it may be, but it's some kind of an area that you would help students to be more motivated in. Either written for parents, written for students, that's up to you. And you need to have 4 recommendations that I can kind of see what those recommendations are. Taking one or multiple theories from these last couple of weeks. And then integrate some clip art. You need at least 1 picture of yourself. Be sure that you choose some kind of main theory. I know they all have a lot of overlap, which is fine, but make sure you choose 1 theory to kind of base it around. And then you'll upload it again as a PDF into the Dropbox and D2L. So just be sure that you've read thoroughly through the rubric to make sure that you have everything that you're supposed to. And then I've also provided some examples for you to help you kind of see what other students have done. These are shared with their permission. But you can see that this is the front flap, this is the back flap, this is that inside flap, and then this is what it looks like when you open it up. So this is, specifically focused on mathematics. And then the other example is, kindergarten. So quite a bit different. Again, a front flap, a back flap, an inside flap. She talks about the theory, provides a graphic organizer, which is also required. So in addition to a picture of yourself and a couple of other pictures, one picture needs to be a graphic organizer. It doesn't mean a statistical graph. It just means an organizer. This can be a table or a chart, something that kind of organizes the information for the reader and simplifies it. So she has her recommendations bolded, so it's obvious to me that that's the recommendation. So as you're working on this, if you have questions, post them to the course questions. And also, as a reward to those of you who watch weekly videos, if you are watching this and you've gotten to this point, I would like for you to send me an email and let me know that you saw the video, and I will give you 5 extra points on your quiz from last week. So if you would, go ahead and send me an email if you've gotten to this point, just so I know who's watching the video and who isn't. So hope that you have a great week, and let me know if you have questions. Thanks.